Former Korn guitarist Brian Head Welch recently toured the East Coast with the Whosoevers. That's not exactly his new band, but a group who visited metropolitan New York area chapels to talk about their experiences and how they became spiritual people. Musically, he's still a solo artist, but he came close to reconnecting with his former bandmates in Korn. In a recent interview, Korn's Monkey said that Head wanted back in the band, but Brian tells a little different picture of what transpired. He shared his version of trying to reconnect with the guys.
The true story is, the management, I guess, were asking me, since my album came out last, they were asking me personally to come back, and I don't think the band was involved. I think the management wanted to regroup the Korn members, for business and stuff like that. But I kept saying, no, I'm doing my own thing. No. Somebody came somewhere where I was, and they were texting Fieldy and said, oh, I'm talking to Fieldy right now. And I go, hey, what up, on their phone. So anyway, we got hooked up, and he called me, or I called him, and we were just talking, and he said, hey, I just want to let you know the door's open for you to come back anytime you want, And I was like, well, I'm doing my own thing, right now, and thank you. But we were talking about how maybe I could take my new music and open up, because he's got a band called Stillwell, Fieldy, and he's going to be opening up for Korn. So he's saying, why don't you come with your new band and open up in front of us or whatever? And I was like, oh, that might be something cool to do. So he said, why don't we set up a meeting with Jonathan and Monkey? I go, you know what, I haven't seen those guys in a long time. I would love to see them face to face finally. He set up the meeting. They canceled the next day. And then Monkey did an interview saying that I came back, wanting to be back in Korn. But that's exactly how it went down.
Head just wanted to touch base with his old family and felt like he was thrown under the bus with recent comments by the band.
I think, people, because there's feelings there, there's a family. That's why I wanted to go see him, because I was like, band, music or nothing, why don't we just hook up and say hello? And, but, a couple of them may have wanted it, but if they're not all in agreement, then it just got pushed aside, and I don't know, man. It's just, I'm not going to sit here and say that there's a bunch of drama going on in Korn, because I don't know. I haven't been there. But as far as me and my name getting put out there, like I came crawling back to Korn, like I was this, it just wasn't right, and I felt kind of like thrown under the bus a little bit, because it was all about like brotherhood, it wasn't about the music, but whatever, it's all good.
We asked him if he harbors any ill will towards Monkey for dissing him in an interview.
Well, you know what, like I said, I'm not going back into any bad vibes, and I'm not just saying that in front of a camera like, oh, I'm trying to be a good person and I love them. I seriously don't have any bad vibes towards Monkey at all or anything. It's just that's what happened. I think it was meant to be, because because I'm supposed to be doing this new thing, because I've always said I left Korn, I want to start a new life and do new things, and and I'm doing it. And so that might have been a step back, backwards, and maybe that wasn't meant to be, So yeah, but we can still break some bread and barbecue one day.
Korn is currently in the studio working on their next studio album, and Head is slated to release a new solo effort in 2010.
Him and his wife were in there. I'm like, oh, sorry. And he's like, don't worry about it, man. This is your family. So hats off to them. But anyway.